Little shaky lily, Rogarega. Yeah. Lailangodi, yeah, Nagumia, Lalayo. Oh, yeah.
Make them more spectacular than naked body with a swinging of big breasts. Suddenly the whole world stopped. Maybe to look at my nipples, but also to ask and question what are the issues behind this naked woman.
This feels better. It's more fun.
So I engage with my body as my ultimate home.
But I'd appreciate if we don't talk about my body and I won't talk about your body, right? Because you don't know what's underneath.
Yeah.
You could think you're saying something as a compliment, but you don't know what someone's going through.
My body is my keeper, you know?
1. I carved out a home in the shape of my body. Fingertips interlaced with BB's prayers. We are all exhausted of knowing how to die. We are ready to learn how to live, unapologetically so. Washed by the river, we became ocean at the cleansing of our mother's wombs.
I was questioned if I'm a woman or I'm a man. Obviously, that's to me is a violation. You know, for me, it's a disgrace. It's an insult, which is one thing for me for sure. I can never be something I'm not.
It was a conversation about everything that was inserted in my body. So right now, my body for me is a place of identifying all those insertions, but not making them my identity.
I was like, no. I don't want you to define me. I will define myself, but I just haven't found the right word for it.
Yeah.
So powerful to me to be able to express yourself through words, because a lot of times what can be felt is very difficult to express through words.
Mustn't be afraid to language what we're doing. And when I say language, also to use language that we can't interpret into English, interpret into French.
2. There is a sign up at the door. Not all can enter. I learned how to survive long before I learned how to speak.
Fulani anasema mwanamke hawezi kunioji. Kwa hiyo mpaka sasa hivi tukiangalia kama mwanamke apewe priority, tunaomba wanawake wapewe priority zao.
Katika jamii yaani wanawake hawajapewa kipaumbele sana. Tofauti na wanaume, wanaonekana kwanza hawawezi.
And then I send them my email. Why didn't you talk about sex workers? And you didn't talk about sex workers because of you still very defined on the sexual politics that created the idea, the category of woman. You're still very defined by that. That's why you didn't include sex workers.
The first part is that we have to be comfortable with the tension.
Yeah.
I think that especially as someone from Mozambique, from Africa, we are not used to tension. We came from a long line of a one single voice narrative. So even our democracy is like a one-party democracy. You know what I mean?
I know I have a home and I can invite all my queer friends and we can just be, okay? And we can just leave and we can do it today, tomorrow, the day after. We can just leave. And if we want, it starts there, creating our safe spaces.
3. As long as I remember, there is a breath that touches these bones and I will belong to myself. First and foremost, my holy place touched by history and rituals that carry me on. Carry on.
One of my lines is that I'm like a well-endowed woman, which is like pretty loaded, right?
also not taking any accountability for how we interact and the things we say, the things we unconsciously validate in front of other people, right? And what the fact that we put so much emphasis on outward appearance.
I feel like on my past lives, I've mothered a lot of people. I took care of a lot of people. And in this lifetime, I'm spoiling myself. I'm mothering myself. I'm loving myself. So that's why I don't want kids. I was like, yes, you know, I love to hear it, like Black women claiming that space of like, I want all of that love for me.
Saggy boobs are great. And boobs come in all sorts of sizes, and nipples and areolas, and everything is different. And each one of them is great.
Receiving the universe's energy and having the ability to transform it into this whole entire force.
And so, what stories do I want them to tell? I want them to speak of bravery. I want them to tell brave stories, okay? Because I believe legacy has an impact. I want them to tell brave stories, and those stories are going to impact other young queers that are not even born today. So I believe in legacy.